This is Music with Mason here. We are currently in Waterloo. I don't remember what this festival's called. Do you remember?
It's the National Cattle Congress. So we're playing
Right.
the legendary McElroy Auditorium. It's called the Hippodrome now, though. So.
All right.
Yeah, dude.
As you can see, I'm joined here with Gravecore.
So afraid of old man Satan, now why don't you stop?
It's your time to come
The amazing Cedar Falls band that was formed in 2007, still rocking, the horror rock band, taken from the inspiration from bands such as Kiss and the Misfits. This is an absolute pleasure to be here with you. I have interviewed Kodie
That's right.
back in my college days over the phone, but now I get to finally meet him and the rest of the band in person. How are you guys doing today? Are you doing all right?
Good. I mean, we're pretty much best friends already, so it's really about getting to know these people here.
Right.
So.
So over here we have Traci.
Hey, what's up?
If it's all right, could you pass the phone over to Colin?
Absolutely.
We got Colin over there.
Hi.
His name's Colin. Colin Rott.
Colin Rott, lead guitar.
We got Scott right over here.
What's up?
We got Nick over here.
Hey.
And then we got JJ Wolf over there.
What's up?
Mic drop. Goes it on the ground.
All right, so just to get started, you guys recently released Raise the Dead. It already came with a music video, which was directed by Thrash Panda and Roman Gamble.
Yep.
He was the news reporter in the music video.
He was, yeah. That was a fun cameo there. So he's like, dude, do you mind if I do a little thing? And I'm like, yeah, go ahead, man. And we sent that draft. I was like, oh, dude, you're in the video.
And it was also recorded at Catamount Studios.
That's right, with Travis Huseman. We've worked with him since 2017. So, yeah. Unofficial seventh member of Gravecore, hands down. The Wizard. Yeah.
The Wizard.
Travioli the Wizard.
So a little bit history behind the band. Are you guys still under the We Are Horror Records?
Yeah, we just signed with We Are Horror Records. Raise the Dead was actually our first release with them. So, which it's 3 weeks old today. And it's already shot up to be our number 2 most streamed song of all time. So,
Nice.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
There we go. So another thing I want to mention that Gravecore does is something called Chaos for a Cause.
Mm-hmm. Yep, Chaos for a Cause year 4 this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're going to be right back with Non Grata.
Yep, Non Grata's been fortunate. Well, yeah, they've been fortunate. No, I'm just kidding. No, they've been, what's the word I'm looking for?
They've been on the bill for the past 4 years.
Yeah, they've done all of them with
Where's our
us.
heart
So,
is?
yeah.
And this year you're doing it with Velvet Chains.
Velvet Chains coming in from Las Vegas, Nevada. They just got off tour with Slash down in South America. So,
Yeah.
Brazil.
Again with Rock 108.
Rock 108, always.
Yep.
Saturday, October 26th at Electric Park Ballroom in Waterloo, Iowa.
There we go.
My little shill. I'm so proud.
And also you're playing with Hardship, Youth Gone Wild, and Switchblade Saturdays.
Oh, actually, I'll give you an exclusive.
Yeah?
We haven't announced this yet. Hardship, they had to drop the bill.
Oh.
So Guilty of Treason will be stepping on.
Oh, shit.
There
We go.
Done.
Behind the scenes.
You said the S word. We can swear?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, thank
fuck,
you.
yes. Dude, we're all like, don't say anything wrong.
My channel. Do whatever you want, man. I don't care.
All right, yeah. Yes, fuck yes.
Finally, I'm glad you guys are a lot more relaxed now. But
Usually before we do these things, it's always like a little bit of a, all right, guys, we're doing an interview, so we got to rein it all in, make sure we don't say this, that, this. So yeah,
really hard to not
it's all
say
relaxed now. We're
I'll just
friends.
say here first, fuck the FCC, all right? This is America.
Unless they're looking to jump on as a sponsor for Chaos for a Cause, then we support the FCC.
Cut it.
has always been
Cut it.
But yeah, something that was really amazing that you guys did was last year you raised over $10,000.
Yeah, over $10,000 and $10,008. Russ from Rock 108 kicked in the $8. But then total, we actually have raised $20,000 in just the 3 years that we've done it. So
Damn.
Yeah.
And that all goes to feed families in the like Eastern Iowa area, and they get full uncooked Thanksgiving meals. So I know, like, no questions. It's like if you need a meal, they'll hook you up. So Iowa Giving Crew, check them out. They're awesome.
And for $50, Traci will actually come cook the meal for you.
If you want it to be burnt, because I don't know what I'm doing. I like cornbread. I can make cornbread. I'm good at that.
There you go.
Out of the box.
Cornbread by Traci Von Krypt.
There you go.
Hey! I like that.
The Traci Von Krypt cornbread.
There we go.
You guys also played with green jelly.
Yes, we did play with green jelly.
Oh,
I'm gonna have you talk to those two guys over there.
Slim Jelly
Yeah?
is amazing.
So yeah, we seen the message come through and no one else had seen it, and we're both like, we're available that date. And they're like, what date? It's like,
Yeah. So every other show offer that comes through, I'm like, hey guys, here's the show offer. We need to get back to him in 24 hours. Fucking crickets every goddamn time. And then I'm like, what show offer? Like, I want that every time, boys. Every time. So,
Just say green jellies on every bill now.
Yeah. I'll just every show
It was so
offer.
much fun, though. That was a fun set.
Yeah, we had a blast. I'd never seen anything like it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Slim Jelly was jumping off of shit on in heels. It
She had
was
like
wild.
platform heels.
I
on?
did. I heard his pants are still on the chandelier.
They are.
Yeah, those guys know how to throw a party, man.
Yeah.
They know how to throw a party.
I actually had a quick question for Colin about this show. Colin, what can you tell us about the mouse in the hand?
The rat.
The rat in the hand.
My ratatouille.
Ratatouille. Tell
Well,
us this.
he was the one that got cooked in this particular situation. He didn't do
Hey!
I just find that every once in a while you need a little bit of rodent energy to really bring out the top end sizzle of an amplifier. So I shove a rat in there every once in a while.
Well, there's one now.
He tries to get out, but he ain't gonna. You know, I got all the steel wool and all the holes. I know how it works.
What was on the rat, Colin?
What was on it?
Yeah, when we found it. Do you remember?
Bacon?
Fucking maggots.
Oh,
Fucking
maggots, bacon
bro.
maggots.
Bacon.
We kind of ate
Going
them
on for
tit for tat when I was a kid.
I can smell something.
And I'm like, dude, maybe I didn't shower today, okay?
It was only when we were playing.
Yeah.
Like, you get there at the beginning of practice, and if you
Should have been a
there's
warning
nothing
sign.
Yeah.
You know.
It was so fucking.
But you know,
I
he
couldn't
was.
smell it until he opened it, and it was like, oh my.
I feel like it was more like roasted because it just slowly roasted over time.
Dude, I was starting
crispy
to
on the
get worried.
outside,
Like, I
juicy
can't
on the
smell
inside.
anything. How bad do I usually smell?
And we were convinced it was a baby too, because it like had the rat features that we could make out anyways, but it was just a little fella. But now we fucking they just scurry along the warehouse.
It
and
was
shit.
great. We're like, so we talked to our landlord of the practice space. We have a rodent problem. He's like, is it mice? No, it's rats. Oh yeah, they like to get into the corn bin, and we're like, what the fuck?
Now we have rodent
Chihuahua.
repellent. We should sell grapecore rodent repellent.
We could get those fake rubber rats,
Yeah.
like the
That's
footballs,
true.
but we'll
Yeah.
just do the grave core.
Stuffed rats.
Well,
That's what I'm saying.
If you need to trap a rat, just get a Black Star amplifier, turn it on, and the
he had
rats
corn.
will just climb inside.
He
of
was
it
storing
for you.
corn, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
it was
Storing corn, dude.
Wow.
I did play a little conference joke.
We're gonna talk about this for the next 2 hours, dude.
Yeah, rein it in, grave core, rein it in.
All right, so I have another thing based on history. What can you tell us about Dr. Chud?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Dr. Chud, drummer of the 95 era Misfits. He is an acquaintance, and he produced or mixed and mastered our, was it 2014? Yeah, 2014 cover of the Misfits Halloween. So yeah, we were very excited about that one.
I'm surprised that song isn't a lot more popular as it is, because it is the fall season. So, and it's like one of the only Halloween songs with the name Halloween in it.
The streams definitely go up like the end of September through like November
Don't forget
1st.
the board he used to mix it.
So this is a really cool story. So Fox Studios is it's a studio out in New Jersey. It's specifically the studio where the Misfits did the Earth AD album and the Die Die My Darling EP. So he used the exact vintage board that those legendary Misfits songs were released or recorded on. So
Really?
Yeah. So we were pretty geeked about that.
Yeah.
Damn.
For sure.
Who is Sherby?
Sherby. I love that. Sherby is a very good friend of ours. He came to us by way of our original singer, Arlie Vaughn. So he's an old friend. We love him.
And
That's super random.
Yeah.
He wore your shirt on TV.
Oh, he did on the fishing segment.
Oh,
I
yeah.
remember when that was the thing.
Oh, yeah.
Man, you did your homework.
Back in 2015.
Hey, what's my credit score?
Well, you see here,
Not good.
in your song Rise,
Yeah.
you got every former member of the band
Yep.
in the song.
Yeah. It was the song we were releasing for our 10th anniversary. So reached out to all the old guys, which no one's ever really left Gravecore on bad terms. We're friends with them. A lot of guys help out behind the scenes, and we went deep cuts on that one. It was a nightmare coordinating that many schedules, but we got him in the studio, and so every time you hear Rise in the song, that's all of Gravecore, minus these two because they weren't in the picture yet. So.
Right.
You were on there.
I was on that thing.
Yep.
Betcha.
Will there be a remastered version?
Of Rise?
Yeah.
No, but maybe a sequel next year.
Maybe. Who is Jesus?
Jesus is he's another old friend of ours. He's also known as the door guy from the Reverb or Spicoli's. His name's Charlie, and he
sweetest man.
is a sweetheart.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming you ran across us covering Dragula with him.
It was it was the last performance they did.
Okay. Yeah. So we used to invite him up to do a cover of Rob Zombie's Dragula with us. So
Yeah.
I've known him for over 20 years.
We
so.
just got word that he's playing tonight in town.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's doing it
Oh.
singing again, yeah.
Well, you know what? Everybody go to his show, okay? This is coming out after,
that's
right?
awesome.
Yeah.
O'clock at night, after you've seen.
Yeah, right now.
Yeah.
So who is Lurch?
Lurch.
Lurch!
Is he here?
He was.
He's down
Oh,
there.
he's doing his
Okay.
job.
So Lurch is our faithful manservant. He is our head roadie. He's been with us for 12, 13 years now. So he, behind the scenes, helps.
He was there for the Reanimated.
I mean, it's 10. He was there before that. So I'd say 12 probably.
Yeah.
A hot
Yeah.
minute.
So anyhow, he helps load gear. He actually, the big thing that he does is he has a knack for lighting. So whenever any of the lighting on stage that's attached to like our banners, stuff like that, all the fog blasters, the confetti going off, that is Lurch.
Yeah.
Yep. He knows our songs inside and out. Probably better than we do at this point. I'll bring him in.
It's Lurch!
Side of the camera, boy!
I didn't say pull up a chair, right?
Boy. This is Lurch.
This is Lurch. He is what makes Gravecore look as visually impressive on stage as we do. So, well, I hope that we do. So, and if we don't, that is Lurch's fault. Okay.
Throw things at
We,
him.
The only one who's ever had a bad show was Lurch.
this band would not exist without Lurch.
Yeah.
So,
Round of applause, everybody. Round of applause.
let's see if we can get him to fucking cry.
You might go to
I love you, buddy.
I'm about to cry.
Oh, man.
We're under.
Did you also perform on stage?
I did for my 29th golden birthday, 29 years old. I sang one of their older songs, Undead Love, on stage with them and killed it.
He fucking killed
He
it.
did kill it. I'll
He's
confirm
also
that.
very self-confident.
That was a great dude.
Yeah, it's good quality.
Yeah. Were you supposed to be on an episode of Wife Swap?
Yes. Yeah. Jeez, man. I love this.
Man.
I love this kid. So yeah, in 2008,
Right.
2008 or 9, blood-soaked era of Gravecore. we got an offer to perform on the show ABC's Wife Swap. A lady from town named Dolly was a big fan of ours, and they also ran a haunted house attraction called the Heart of Darkness. So she did a swap. She was on the show, and they asked, "Hey, can her husband bring the new wife to see you guys, right? Like get a taste of her life." So we were like, "Yeah, absolutely." They're like, "We'll take care of everything. Everything. You guys just got to show up and rock. We'll make sure there's hundreds of people there, blah, blah, blah." So we were signed to a label at the time. We had to get like label clearance so it could go on ABC, all that stuff. It was kind of a pain in the butt, but we're like, national television. This is going to be awesome. So then the day of, we get a call and they were like, "Hey, we had no time to set it up. Can you bring your own sound and find a crowd?" And we were like, it was like a Tuesday night too.
Per usual.
So we were like, okay. And so we scrambled, got sound, the Gravecore way, right? And then we like called, every one of us is just on the phone, like calling in any favor, like, "Can you get down here, blah, 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 can you do this, can we get that?" And we got an all right crowd to show up, and we put on a very good show. And then a very dear friend of mine that unfortunately got drunk and got into a fight with an ABC bouncer. They were like, "We have to leave immediately." And I was like, "We'll still be on the show, right?" Like, and they were like, "Yeah, you guys are fine. We just got to pull out." And then we all gathered at Scott's house many months later to watch it, and we were nowhere to be seen. So super fun.
That's
Yeah. Perfect. I'll give you a little backstory here. So this venue, in 1977, my favorite band, Kiss, played here in the original days. And I met a gentleman earlier named Barry. And Barry is a giant Kiss fan. And he actually has a pair of Gene Simmons' big old monster boots. And momentarily, Barry is going to bring them in for me to put on. So, because I am a Kiss nerd.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah.
In fact, I remember one time when we were on our first interview, you said that you guys were basically the Kiss Fits.
Yep. That might have been where I coined that term. So, yeah. 50% Kiss, 50% the Misfits. 49% Kiss, 49% the Misfits, and they have some influences too. So.
Okay. Do you think that would have been your name if you couldn't have Gravecore anymore?
No, probably not. Oh, man.
You actually met a few really big influences, such as Jerry Only.
Yep.
And you also met Rachel Bolan.
Yes, yeah. Rachel Bolan would be on like my top 5. Rachel Bolan from the band Skid Row, all-time bass heroes kind of list. So I was fortunate enough pretty recently to cross paths with him and hand him some Gravecore stuff. And it's always cool getting to, when someone's inspired your art, getting to take that art that was part of the inspiration and give it back to them, even though chances are it probably gets thrown in a trash can. That's fine, as long as I
art to the sanitation work.
Yes, it's all right. It ended up in a landfill. A rat might find it, and then end up in Collins Amp. Full circle.
Perfect. That's why he came. He actually migrated from Chicago to Waterloo and heard the music.
Yeah.
I actually have a question for you and Scott.
Okay.
What can you tell us about the Hollow?
Holy fucking shit!
Why do you even know what that is? Get out of here.
Fucking
Right?
brutal.
God, I don't even remember.
2005.
That was a lot of.
It's 20 years ago.
Considered your first project together.
Yeah, I was desperately wanting to play music, and I found somebody like-minded, and we kind of scrambled some dudes together, and it was just a shit show. We played our one and only show with his other band. He played twice that night, and we played 3 songs, and one of them was the same song twice.
That's awesome. I don't 100% remember it, but that's great. So yeah, 3 songs and 2. So technically 2 songs.
Yeah, we played. We played Skulls. and an original twice.
What else are you gonna play?
I love it. That's awesome.
It's a great song to pick.
Our bass player, we couldn't find him. We were just driving down a road, and he's just walking aimlessly, lobster red, been tubing all day, drunk out of his mind, and we're like, we have to go play this show, and he just like stood there.
Yeah.
People were throwing beer cans at him.
I don't think I was even supposed to play that night.
you weren't.
But somehow I ended up playing rhythm guitar
Yeah,
because I had already left the
We
project.
couldn't find a singer, so I had to sing, which was
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah. So you're like, I'm gonna sing. You gotta play guitar. I'm like, okay.
I was so nervous. Yeah, that was our first show.
reunion show announcement.
So yeah, you're here tonight at the Cattle Congress.
Yeah.
We're gonna play Skulls and whatever that
I mean,
other
what
song
original
was.
was?
I don't even know what that song was.
I don't
That's
know.
great.
It wasn't good.
My favorite memory of that though was when because I played bass and then I was like, hey guys, like I'm not gonna be able to do this. And then they got this other guy, his name's Varg, and Varg is an incredible bass player. Like, I mean, he can play circles around pro level musicians. I'm a very simple punk rock bass player, and I remember you were like, but I didn't know he was that good.
Yeah, show him the parts.
Yeah, you were like, hey, can you come teach him the parts? I'm like, yeah, that's fine, I can do that. So like, I like plug in. I'm like, yeah. So it's like,
And he's like ripping the Cliff Burton bass solo from.
and I'm like, you'll be fine. It's 3 chords.
Yeah. Your first show with Gravecore, you were on the drums?
Yeah, I played drums at the first show. The band I was in before Gravecore was called DUI, and I was primarily a drummer. And so for the first show, we did the whole writing process, did drums, and we had an original bass player, Stabby. He went the way of the samurai after the first show, and I was like, I'll try bass. So moved over to bass, and brought in another guy called the Gila Monster, fill in for a bit, and then Daniel DK stepped in, and then JJ Wolf stepped in. But then Daniel DK came back, but then JJ Wolf came back. So it's all good.
Yeah.
So
Scott, how many Super 7 figures do you own?
Don't ask a man that. Don't you dare.
never ask a man that.
Opened or sealed?
So the number is undetectable.
Yeah.
It's ever growing.
He doesn't want his wife to hear this. Is what the issue
Yeah,
is.
she'll think I'm nuts.
She can
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know, man.
Do you have a favorite?
No.
Because I know I don't know if it's a Super 7 figure, but you have the Alice Cooper one.
We do have an Alice Cooper one at the practice spot. Yeah, the $1 Billion Babies edition. So great album, by the way.
Most of the ones at the practice spot, Lurch buys and brings, and then we just hang them up for decoration and inspiration.
All right. Okay. Well, how many times have you met Jose Mangan from Sirius XM?
4 times now.
You met him at the Sonic Temple Festival.
Yep. It was very brief. I could tell he was irritated, and I just caught him passing by. And when I met him at Aftershock, all his stuff was stolen, and I had given him Gravecore stuff. And I was like, hey, man, I'm not going to hold you up. Just want to say hi. He remembered me, and I was like, I want to give you your stuff that was stolen. So I gave him the stuff that I gave him then, and yeah, he appreciated
Does
that.
Kayla know that you're giving merch away?
Yeah, I had to clear it with the boss. I actually had to buy it.
That's awesome.
Do you still
It's
own
probably true.
the vegan Monster Protein with Doyle on the front?
I do. It tastes really, really bad.
Hey,
No,
No,
it's
it tastes
the greatest
delicious.
thing ever. It's so delicious. We love it, Doyle. Thank you.
I can't do it with water. I have to use milk.
Yeah. And
Protein food with what? Of course you use milk.
No, it says you're supposed to use water.
Oh, duh. Never mind.
You know what? Chocolate milk sometimes, or hot chocolate says mixed with water, and I'm always like, what? No, I always use milk for that. So.
I use water for that.
These are the hard-hitting questions, by the way, like how we make our hot chocolate.
and you used to shred in Eric Allan Poe's Uncle's Shed.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember for how long. That was...
It was just one jam session.
It might have been a couple. I had this Digitech pedal that had 2 outputs, so I was going into 2 practice amps. I had a borrowed blue and white Samick guitar, and was it your drums or were you borrowing?
I had a really nice green Mapex with the big 24-inch kick. My favorite set.
And yeah, that's basically how Gravecore got started. Was just him and I just trying to figure stuff out before we brought other people in.
Being terrible.
Oh yeah, we were bad.
Yeah,
Way
yeah.
bad.
But that's what makes it fun, man.
Tracy,
Yes.
you used to be Wonder Woman.
Oh,
Still is Wonder Woman.
yes. So I enjoy. Oh God bless it. I enjoy cosplaying as Wonder Woman. For about, gosh, was this like 2015-ish? I cosplayed as Wonder Woman and visited University of Iowa Children's Hospital with this group called Heroes for Hope, and we went to the like burn victims unit and just visited with some kiddos that were in the hospital and stuff like that, dressed up for like their hero day or whatever. And then we'll periodically go out, not so much anymore, but like we'll attend like different like festivals where we're asked to be there. The favorite one though, of course, is anytime like kiddos are involved or we can like give back in some way. But yeah, like the Children's Hospital ones are like my favorite. So it's really the stuff that the kids are going through is like really like hard, and it's great to like put a smile on their face. So.
She also cosplayed as Elvira once, and that put a smile on my face.
And you're also a fan of My Chemical Romance.
Oh boy, how much time do we have? No, I'm just kidding. Yes, I love My Chemical Romance. Probably my top influence, I would say. I actually have 2 My Chem tattoos. But yeah, I actually grew up in the era where like they were like the thing, right? And in their prime and whatnot. I didn't really get into them though until about like 7 to 10 years ago. And now I'm obsessed. Like I can't stop listening. I know all of their albums like front to back. Yeah.
And you helped count down the Black Parade.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, I did.
Yeah. Do you remember a night at a place called the Swarm Bar and Grill, and you played alongside one of us?
Yes, I do actually. That was an acoustic set. So there for a minute prior to formally joining Gravecore on lead vocals, I was doing some acoustic sets, and that was one of the shows that I played, and it was just fun. And my favorite thing of doing acoustic stuff is like most of the time you see an acoustic performer, it's pretty like chill, like coffee shop vibes and stuff like that. Amazing's like, don't eat my fucking food. And then when I would do it as like my TVK persona, I would try to like add this more sinister spin to stuff, and it was pretty loud and like abrasive, and most people weren't expecting that. And I would kind of do sort of what I do now with like my makeup and stuff like that, but not quite the same, just because that was my vibe. So
yeah. And another big highlight for you is that you won Iowa Music Awards Female Lead Singer.
Yeah, BMA Vocalist of the Year for 2023. Yep, That was awesome. So.
And what is Catfight Coffee?
Catfight Coffee is the thing that fuels this band. So AC Slade of Murder Dolls fame, Dope fame, has this wonderful coffee shop. It was a coffee shop now. It was a coffee business. Now it's a coffee shop located in Boonton, New Jersey. Let's go with that. Jersey. And their coffee is phenomenal, and it just fuels our souls. And I just love coffee. In fact, I have another one ready to go, but like I feel like if I drink one right now,
I think you're good.
I think I'm good.
Yeah.
I think I'm good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What is Fantastic Fridays?
Fantastic Fridays is a thing I love to do. I haven't done one in a while, so it's something that I just started doing. I think in the pandemic, there was a lot of downtime, I guess, and it was just my way to like shout out things that I'm like, this is really fucking cool, and I like to just give people like a nice like attaboy, you know. So.
Did I earn it?
Actually, I was just thinking I probably should give you one, dude. I haven't fucking. Yeah.
Finally.
We'll see how good this interview comes together.
It won't mean anything now that you ask.
Nick, you found out that the lead singer of Green Jello was friends with Weird Al.
I did. Yes. It was awesome. My dad introduced me to Weird Al, the music, when I was in elementary school, and it was just kind of our thing. Both my dad, my brother, and I were. It was actually my first concert. Was Weird Al.
That's awesome.
I have seen Weird Al.
That explains a lot. I'm surprised you don't have an accordion on stage yet.
Let's do it. The next song is a polka song.
The constant requests for a keytar are starting to come together.
Yeah. Your first show with Gravecore was at Lefty's?
Yes. Yep.
What was it like, your first time?
I was super nervous.
You weren't expecting to be with a horror band.
No. You asked most people several years ago if you would have told me I was going to be in a zombie-esque band, I would have told you were crazy.
But here we are.
But here we are. and it's
No, that's
one
what
of-
little girls dream of, I'm sure. So.
But no, I absolutely love it. Like, this is one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah.
This is my family.
Aw.
Oh shit.
We pay her to say these things. Checks in the mail.
But what is a black sand beach like?
Beautiful.
Toronto over here.
It was a little rainy when I went there, out on Maui in Hawaii. But yeah, it was really cool. You know, I'd never seen a black sand beach before, but yeah, I thought it fit with the whole Gravecore vibe. That quite nicely.
Yeah. I also want to mention one more thing before we have to our final questions.
Okay.
Do you still own the blood-soaked era, the big metal circle that you used to put in the back?
We do. It's hanging up at our rehearsal place.
Yeah?
So, yeah, we still got her. So, yep.
How old is that thing?
Not as old as Scott, I'll tell you that much. Just turned 86.
It's been 84 years.
It's been 84 years. What was that? 2009, I think that got
Yeah.
built. So, 15 years.
Still works partially. Some of the lights are burnt out. It's rope light, so you can't replace them. We actually used it. Was it the 10-year?
Yeah, the 10-year anniversary show. We broke that out for the side
actually had a
stage.
side stage with a curtain, and we played some blood-soaked songs, and the curtain opened up, that thing turned on, and Daniel was over there with a separate drum set, and everyone was...
So you watched the crowd.
Everyone's like looking, Josh isn't playing, and they're like, what the fuck? Oh, shit! Yeah, it was pretty cool.
That was cool.
How many members of the Misfits have you met?
So I've met the three main ones: Danzig, Doyle, Jerry, AC Slade, of course. I've never
Count for you.
Okay.
I've never met Chud, and their drummers are hard to meet. So yeah, it's I met Doyle the most. Danzig once. It was a quick, nervous, blurry selfie, but yeah, it was
Hey, it's
cool.
better than I have, man.
Yeah.
It was at his Verotic movie premiere at a theater in New York. We went there before the Madison Square Garden show. It was pretty cool.
And you played alongside Doyle.
Not alongside, but same stage.
We open for him.
Quite
We've
a
been
few
direct,
times.
direct support and stuff. So we wrote a funny message about Scott on a piece of tape and hung it on the monitor.
Yeah.
So
I'm pretty sure he's seen it.
he did, because at one point he looks up, he's like, we won't say what it said. That's for
I brought in
Doyle's
my
eyes.
Annihilator to have him sign. I met him before, like, we were just hanging out. He's lifting weights out back, no makeup on, and I was like, dude, will you sign this for me? And he looks at it, he's like, what the fuck? Do you play this thing? Like, fuck no, are you nuts? He's like,
Insult him.
He's like, you're crazy. To keep it pristine, not because it sucks.
I love that.
And he's just like, you're crazy. He signed it and stuck a pick in the strings for me that I didn't find till like 6 months later. I was like, what the fuck is that?
That's awesome.
Badass.
But yeah. So our final couple of questions here for you guys, unfortunately. What I want to start off with is, what is the future for Gravecore? You have done this for over a decade, and soon to be 2 decades.
Yeah.
So I know you guys are going to still be here for a while, but what will we be seeing? Are we going to be seeing more releases? You already released Raise the Dead. Are we going to be seeing more merchandise released? Maybe another album is in the works? What are we seeing?
First band in space. All that. I mean, honestly. So usually I have like a couple years of the band planned out in advance. So there's going to be new songs. There's going to be new videos. We're looking to expand merchandising. Video game. Hopefully action figures. That's the one I've been working on. Comic book at some point. Yep. That kind of stuff. So just more of that. Hopefully we can kind of continue to spread the message. The brand can grow, and people want stuff. So.
Yeah. Final question for you, Gravecore, is what would you tell the young and aspiring musicians who want to do what you guys are doing right now and just being passionate about what they want to do?
Don't give up on your dreams.
Yeah, don't give up on your dreams, man. This was amongst friends 20 plus years ago. This was deemed a stupid idea, and I believed in it, right? And I found another guy that believed in it. And I found someone else, and someone else, and someone else, and someone else, and someone else. And we just built it up. So if you believe in something, do not let anyone tell you that it's stupid. Trust your gut, right? Just keep pushing forward, keep doing the thing, and eventually people will respond. They'll catch on. So it took 17 years, but we have songs on Active Rock Radio, and just saw earlier we had hundreds of streams in other countries based on the new single, and we have a bunch of irons in the fire, and there's a bunch of stuff behind the scenes that I can't legally talk about. So just keep going, right? Like, just keep pushing forward. Don't listen to anybody.
Is this the part where I burst into "Don't Stop Believing" by Journey, or
No,
is that
no, please.
It'll get shut down for copyright.
Please don't.
So. Also, branding. 50% brand, 50% band. Like, if you really want to make it, you have to understand that it's a business. So that as well.
He's about to go into a TED Talk right now on that one.
And another thing.
Get a job.
Put in the work, man. Break your back.
Mm-hmm.
It's a job. It's a fucking fun job, but it's a job.
You gotta hustle that ass.
Don't let that slow you down. It's work, but
Put in the work.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we still go out and hang hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of posters. We do the interviews. We obviously social media is a big thing now. So Traci runs most of the social media. She's doing awesome. When new things come out, don't be afraid of them. Embrace them, but don't lose track of the old school as well. Those things are effective.
And now we have billboards.
Billboards, that's right. So I'm coming to a town near you.
Well, thank you, Gravecore, so much for being with me tonight. I'm so glad I could be here with you guys before you go on stage.
That's right.
And
Right on time.
right on time.
Right on time. Look at that.
Thank you guys so much for watching this interview, and we will see you next time.
Awesome.